Words of Faith. The Christian Book Show is brought to you by VirtueRadioNetwork.com.
Hello, I'm Judith Norman. Welcome to Words of Faith, the Christian Book Show, where we celebrate the best in Christian and inspirational literature. Popular Christian chick lit writer Laura Jensen Walker joins me today with her trademark humor and empowering message. She'll be discussing her new book, Daring Chloe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's episode of Words of Faith. Laura Jensen Walker has a knack for making readers laugh their way through the hard times. Her first novel, Dreaming in Black and White, won the American Christian Fiction Writers Contemporary Fiction Book of the Year award. That success was followed by the novels Dreaming in Technicolor, Reconstructing Natalie, Miss Invisible, and Laura's latest, Daring Chloe. Laura Jensen Walker, welcome to Words of Faith.
Thanks for having me. I'm delighted to be here.
Before we get into your new book, Daring Chloe, I have to tell you that your book, Miss Invisible, was one of the first Christian fiction novels I have ever read, and it got me hooked. So I just want to say thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. It's kind of funny because a lot of my relatives, a lot of them, especially all of my female relatives, that's their favorite of my novels, and they go, I just love Miss Invisible. I go, oh, okay, good. I'm glad. I'm thrilled. So that's always nice to hear. Thank you.
Let's talk about Daring Chloe. Good, safe, always do the right thing Chloe gets dumped before her wedding night. What happens next?
Well, Chloe's always kind of a timid, scaredy cat, actually. She doesn't like to take risks, and she just lives a very safe life. And obviously, getting dumped right before your wedding, I mean, by text message, no less. I mean, it's less than 9 hours before her wedding. She's devastated, and she's heartbroken. And so a couple of her friends, and one of the friends is her aunt, who's 50, they decide, you know what, you need to go on your honeymoon anyway and have a good time, and we're going to go with you. And so she's still, because she paid for the Mexican cruise, so Chloe and her Aunt Tess and her friend Becca from book club, they're all in the same book club, they go off on the honeymoon anyway, and they do it to kind of help her out of her post-dumping funk.
I felt like the book was your salute to book clubs and all of their quirks, their quirks and pleasures. Why do you think book clubs are so popular with women?
Well, because we love to read, but we love to talk, you know? I mean, we love to talk and communicate and relate, and, you know, it's just, I mean, what can be more fun than getting together with a bunch of women, talking, eating, usually, you know, and talking about books and then sharing it, how it relates to our own lives, and discovering new books, or books we've always wanted to read, classics, for instance, and going, okay, I mean, one of the reasons I joined a book club was I've been wanting to read certain classics always, and you never get around to it. But if you're in a book club, you have to.
As I was reading Daring Chloe and about the different ways the paperback girls lived out adventures from the books they read, I kept thinking, I should do something different. Is that something you wanted to spark in your readers? Sort of get them off flatline living and motivate them to take some risks?
Definitely. Definitely, because my husband just finished reading the book. You know, he said, I'm reading a pink book at work. I'm in the hallway, and I'm reading this pink book. But he said to me afterwards, he goes, oh, you know, I saw so much of you and Chloe because I'm a little fearful about some things. I don't know why, but it's just kind of goofy. When I was very young, I was quite the risk taker. I was a lot more like Becca. And as I've gotten older, I don't know, it's just a little weird in some areas. And so I kind of did that for myself, but also just to say, you know, life is short. You got to take risks. You can't just play it safe all the time, and to try something new. Get out of your comfort zone and try something new and live life.